NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Giants.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit, too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll lead into pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, and incomplete.
Allen's pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Down and 15.
From the gun, it's Allen. We'll find Gabriel Davis. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Giant ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 17 carries, 80 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
2nd and 6. Finds his tight end Ingram. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll run with Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Eddie Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, A little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Giants. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now it's Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
He's brought down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down, Giants.
Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Back to throw here. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The left side completion to Jones. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Allen caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Flush to his right, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. This is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
New York ready to go again offensively. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's second down.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start at Raymond James Stadium, an NFC South matchup between New Orleans and Tampa Bay. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. The Saints trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, to call it a defensive battle would be an understatement. 0-0 is our score. We'll be looking for something in that second half as we send it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here, because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. This is Barkley, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Complete.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
And it's third down.
Here's a give to Barkley. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Operating from the gun, Allen. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 14. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Didn't Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
7 yards there and a first down.
36-yard line.
On the delay, Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. This one caught by Davis. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up
from the gun, it's Allen. We'll find Gabriel Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one is right through. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
Giants 7.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 26.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, New York.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 43-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Giants.
Back to throw again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Saquon Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Number 26.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Gano now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen escaping the pressure. Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even changed game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And the Giants send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now down 14-10, a minute 39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. As he throws there, incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll get to the almost first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Edwards losing yardage to the 11. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.